missing out. It's not the recipe, but more of the environment. Everybody close the street, still ain't talking iron shit. If everyone connected, who the fuck service wireless? About to get my pen in Michelin and state retirement. The equilibrium is why they can't imprison him. My brainstorming causing them to hell while I'm drizzling. It's ideal when I'm channeling my pioneer. The change I gain is greater, like I'm trying to break a high bill. But will they on their tippy toes like high heels? Everybody move through hell until they witness lava spill. I've been trying to nail the top using the power drill, but every time I fall, I get that 9/11 tower feel. This depression got me on the one direction of trying to obtain perfection and turn my mind to a weapon. Every song is progression of bitter love and aggression. Every session's a lesson, a verse description's a blessing. I think I'm good with the motivation, seems to be the question. I fell back and monopolize my moves, barefoot my footprints, they never walk inside my shoes. I plan to sentence and then grow into a statement. Repeat it how they read it and a statue is created. That's what this art symbolize. They might be trying to synthesize, but this was made to raise the spirit so they can't sympathize. I create vibrations that all time is going to memorize. So ready or not, here I come. Addicted to subtracting, so you know I'm number one. I'm a breath of fresh air from the ancestors that hum. And their spirit is the reason why I can't be outrun. They coming at my neck to stick it like a violin. But I'm pulling string, young Geppetto wanna rise. And they staring at some through a scope. That's why they blind and they think I'm talking out the ass until they see the flies in. My common sense create gold when my words flow. That's why they go digging every rhyme that I ever wrote. I'm a lighthouse against the other rappers' flow, cause they just wave while I show you where you need to go. I'm just surfacing, I got some time I need to grow. They just wanna take it out, why you think that they speeding fold? This aroma, but my mixtape gon' feed the mode. The masses need organic, get the diet, all that GMO. Ready or not, here we come, the kings is on the rise.
Ooh.
Fire.
Yeah, the kings and queens.
Don't forget.
Kings and queens.
Thank you.
But when he made that, he was somewhere else. But kings and queens, welcome back to Views from the East, everyone. How's everyone feeling today? What's going on? I'm feeling in a good mood. The R&B, that once you hear that beat and then you hear something that's not gibberish, it puts you in a state. So I'm relaxed right now. I'm
Definitely
calm.
respect lyricism.
Yeah, I feel good.
Of course.
You're not gonna give me my writer's credit still though. You're not gonna tell them that I helped you write. Nigga, I wrote that.
There's no ghostwriters here.
Nigga, because I'm here. Nah, imagine. So I'm not gonna get that writer's credit.
Nah, Dice be making some fire tracks though. Not go front.
Definitely. That's definitely.
That's 100%.
So nothing for me. All right. Nah, imagine. But anyway, welcome back to Views from the East. Most importantly, I want to welcome back Shay. Welcome back.
Hey guys, I know you missed me.
Welcome back.
Absolutely. You know the ladies miss you. It's like, oh, look at these three guys shitting on women. Where's she at to put them in their place?
Yo, terrible.
So we gotta give our roses out, right? So, shout out to our subscribers. We at a strong 42, Jackie Robinson. I appreciate you guys. Someone commented from the last episode that we posted about, when does the Capitol conversation happen? And I didn't know how to feel about that. Like, I feel like, shouldn't you just watch the episode? Like basically, should we start putting timestamps on the subjects, or?
Oh, like highlight specific conversations that they want to hear versus it being something they have to watch the entire thing for. I'm not against that, especially if, because honestly, we do have a diverse group of topics. So sometimes some people have a specific topic they're looking to be more so engaged with and may not want to go through the whole content. So I'm not really against it. Maybe like some type of bookmark if there was a way to like flag a certain section so a person knows. I'm not sure how that would work.
We could do that. No, it's easy. We could put that in the descriptions. I was just wondering. I don't know. I just felt like because, I don't know, I want you to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's cohesive. So, I mean, you just watch the whole thing.
But
if that person, I guess maybe Shay, right? But I mean,
yeah. Some people are gonna wanna.
I mean, you still should watch it. I mean, because it would take a lot of work out of our time to sit there and put the timestamps on that situation. Yeah. Not only that, I've never seen a timestamp on any like podcast video in my life.
The only time I do see a timestamp, however, is like I was watching like Final Cut Pro tutorial, and it was like an hour something long, but he had timestamps for like different trainings. Like, yo, if you want to learn how to do this, fast forward to this or that.
That's what that stuff. But I mean,
that's different. But like
podcasting, no one really
or any show.
What they do is clips.
Yeah.
Clips is now if I mean, if that person would like us to do more clips on particular topics, then I guess it could cover both. We could we don't have to do too much extra work. We could do the clips of particular things that we discuss and be able to capture.
Maybe that's the only thing that we could do different, even if we don't do the timestamp thing. If we literally just break it up in clips, we have a whole thing, but literally break it up into what part of the conversation it was, and then I think it also will help just kind of seeing who's watching more of what in specifics. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Clips.
I get it.
So we might look into clips, guys. I guess we're having that honest conversation on here. So if you guys have any thoughts or ideas, you guys can definitely throw it down in the comments.
We appreciate that, by the way.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. But I do think you miss out on other gems. If you just like skip to the point, you might miss out. Like someone hit me, and was like, "Yo, bro, you ain't give me no shout out." I was like, "That's how I know you're not watching the episode. Because if you was watching, you would have already heard your name at some given point." You know what I'm saying? So it's like. Don't press me like that if you ain't do the homework. Right?
Facts.
Now, they said you ain't shut them out.
Yeah.
We've been at 42 for a little minute, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Jackie Robinson.
I mean, we can help each other though, right?
Yeah.
45. Shout out to my man. Man. We appreciate you.
He was like, when? I was like, yeah, it was like towards the end, like maybe the last 10 minutes. He's like, I didn't hear that part. I was like, you didn't.
Yeah, last 10
You
minutes.
didn't make it to the ending. That's exactly what it means.
But anyway, we do appreciate you guys nonetheless.
All 42.
All 42. Nah, seriously, like 42.
just let you know.
Nah, yeah, and the metrics are looking good. Again, we're not looking for a quantity, we're looking for quality. So we appreciate you guys. So MVP, I mean, I feel like since you put all this work together, it's only right that you.
All right, fine. Well, so the first topic will be about the Capitol raid, the aftermath, and pretty much what I was looking into was that what I found was that there was bombs that was found near the sites of the aftermath. Of the Capitol raid, and also with the arrest of all those people or some of the people that got arrested in the Capitol building, and like just certain comments that was just being made. It's like there's this one I saw where it's I guess this guy's mother, and she's like, I need to take care of my son. I don't think he's supposed to be in jail. He shouldn't be in jail. It's not fair. And he's on a strict diet. And
I have a quick question. I'm just out of curiosity. What race is he?
White.
Okay, continue. Thanks. I just wanted to know.
Not here, the strict diet.
Because he's vegan. God forbid he doesn't eat
no,
gluten.
yo, nah.
Like,
so
okay.
They asked the mother like
gluten diet.
Huh?
The gluten diet.
What was the diet? And it's like, he eat organic food. It's like, excuse me. Like, I'm sorry, my bad. They don't got no organic diet in jail.
You mean in jail?
Like that, but
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. They don't have organic food in jail? No.
Nah, they don't. That's too damn bad because that's what a lot of black people have to eat. So not even in jail sometimes. More like at home too, because they don't make ends meet or
I don't think people are taking this as seriously as they need to. Realistically, if you change everyone's color of skin that decided to march, riot, or whatever you want to call it, to the White House
would be covered in blood.
There would be no conversation. Yeah. There would be no organic or non-organic meals. There would be death.
Yeah, that's not a conversation. So what's your son allergic to?
It's
they don't care about that. He's in prison.
It's like I've never heard a black mother ever say, "Oh my God," but he doesn't eat that. Yeah. He's in prison right now. It doesn't matter what he eats. Right. He will be digesting it.
Yeah.
So when you say bombs were found, like, is that in the Capitol or
active? Like
I don't. They didn't really say active or not. They found 2 bombs in 2 separate locations near the Capitol, and I think they found a car with like a Mazel Tov, and like they describe it as a long gun. I mean, usually they put the name of the gun, but whatever. Yeah. They found a gun there too. So
one of those Confederate guns.
Yeah, that's Confederate.
Them shits that blow smoke when you shoot.
Black people don't even buy those type of guns. Like it's.
You don't run past that. So what you're basically saying is there was a gun identified that was unidentified. When the fuck has there ever been a gun identified that's unidentified?
That's
it's a long gun.
Word.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's just long gun.
Size.
It's a shotgun.
I feel like they're trying to water down what was like. It's like the worst case scenarios And they're like, oh, you know, Billy just ran in the house. Do you mean the White House? The one Billy shouldn't be able to just run in? like.
Honestly, the only face I'm giving is, you know how when you, say for instance, somebody like kind of like did something that they had to do, and like a white person catches them, and they don't really know the full story, and then when they find out the full story, they kind of feel bad. That smirk smile they give. That, that no teeth. It's just no teeth at all. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Because you're
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Like when I saw the photos of that guy, where was he sitting at someone's desk, and it was just, it became like maybe one of the most Nancy Pelosi's desk, and I'm like, we couldn't even march outside freely, yet I can get so close as to sit on her desk. Like that is okay. That's ridiculous on so many accounts. Like on a terroristic standpoint, damn, hello. On a civilian standpoint, still damn hello. So like this is a problem. That means that we're beyond the fact that we know right now we're not necessarily safe, but it shows where you prefer to put in your effort. Like the moment we say we want to stand up for something, whether it's white and black people marching together, because the intent, the movement is because it's for black people, you shut it down. The moment it's for a person that is clearly disturbed, but of a Caucasian race, it's like it was validated as like a movement gone wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's no stupid. You literally just had a almost a terrorist attack from locals. Basically. In your own house.
You got bombs on that?
That's a terrorist attack in your own home. It's like the badass kid that you needed to send away to boot camp that you refused to understand that he had issues. Yeah. That's what you're dealing with. But you just got a bunch of them, and they belong to Trump.
You know, a whole bunch of them have been put on a no-fly zone. I saw this one video of the guy crying because he's like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, they put him in a no-fly list. They try to mark me down as a terrorist. And
oh God forbid.
Yeah,
God forbid.
Yeah, but the whole funny part to me of that video, the guy was like, it's because I'm white. And
no, I'm not having this conversation.
Nah. Was it the one that was holding a Confederate flag inside the building?
I can't remember.
My man had the biggest Confederate flag just walking through the Capitol like, yeah, we here.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
They walked through it though. Like no one ran. They did like that's the part that I'm so concerned with. Like so when the security was there, did someone be like, oh, that's one of our people. Let them go. Or did someone just like, this is like, you know they don't work here, sir. I seen what they were wearing. Regular civilian clothing. No one looked like they was ready for a business transaction at all. So, at what point did you just say because their faces are white, it's okay?
They was basically saying that members of Congress and of the Senate, they were kind of like in on this and shit.
Of course. It was too calm.
It was given, I believe some of the people were given kind of like a tour.
Come right on.
I mean,
no. Let's be clear. They were fully aware of where to go, where to be. They walked in and then they caught whatever they needed to. Like they literally had to be somewhat in house to where you know something's going on. You telling me all the congressmen, all those people were just so comfy to have these people walk in? You had to know something. I refuse to believe you didn't know anything.
They had evacuation.
They were no. A lot of them were in the building.
Yeah, like just hidden.
What's DNC? Is that her name? DNC? Is it
I don't know.
Spanish woman who speak for Congress? She's in Congress.
I haven't got a name.
DOC, is that her thing? You guys, AOC, is that?
I'm so lost.
None of us have an answer, so you have the strongest possible.
Well, goddamn, bro. Seriously, I don't know who she is, though.
I feel like I know the face,
because I don't follow politics too strongly.
Is her hair brown? Dark brown?
I'm just not good with names.
Her hair is dark brown. I don't remember her name.
Spanish slim.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember her name.
What, the young one? The one that
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now I know. Okay, now I know you're referring to. But her name is I'm not gonna butcher her name. But she be going.
What they like. Her initials is what I'm going. What they say, what they called her is AOC, if I'm correct. Anyways, moving forward, she was in that building when that was all going down. Meaning she was in one of those rooms, locked in or whatever the case may be. So she was like, "Yo, dude," I was like scared, and if they would have called her, who knows what would have happened? Because like she's progressive.
Yeah.
She against everything that they would believe.
I definitely don't think they were all in. I feel like there's certain people that it just.
Oh no, I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying it like in terms of like people were endangered to some extent. Whether she is one of those. She one of the people we need. We need her there, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. That was.
She would have been targeted a little bit more than
that. Would have been
yeah.
crazy. It would have went bad. It would have went real bad, dude. But I mean,
definitely. I get it. I agree with you on that one.
I think I want to end it with basically like I like how it's Trump supporters rioted the.
No, 100%.
They were Caucasian people. I think if it was, I'm just saying, like if it was a black crowd, would they have said, I don't know, Obama supporters stormed? They wouldn't have said that.
We'd been considered violent. It would have been. You know
what I'm saying? So I think they're trying to like dress it down by like, yeah, it was Trump supporters, but yeah, they're Caucasian.
But the joke is, if we did it, we really deserved to do it. I'm just saying, like all the years of slavery, like we got mad now. Like I'm just saying, it's been some time. Yeah. You literally just got mad at a presidency that lasted a few years. People were enslaved for years. We still got issues with like colorism in general within our own community and outside of it.
What I picked up from that was we pussy.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm thinking about? Like when you brought up the Black Panther thing. Same thing, differently. We did it peacefully, but what was the repercussions for that? All right.
Obviously, they called them a terrorist group from that point on. They were marked as terrorists. The feds were
now I want to make sure that they full blown terrorists until they done.
But that's what I'm saying. But these are Trump supporters. They're not terrorists.
Well, what I can say is it may have not been in the form of the way that they did the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
Which is like completely creating a whole operation and go after every particular person that was in that building. Like we're gonna create a whole nother side of a building, solidified, to find out who the fuck all these people were and stop them from ever doing this shit again. Yeah. That's not what's happening. What's happening is we need the public's help. If you've seen anything, call and say something. We are the FBI. We have surveillance everywhere, but we need you. We need the public. Yeah. We need you guys' help. We've caught everyone else surveillance wise. We have set something up. Conspiracy theory. We will set a whole fucking case up for anything else, right? On top of that, we're also gonna start using rap lyrics and shit. But for this particular situation, we need you, the public's help. We need you guys to help us find out who was in that building. This was the Capitol. Cameras, but we need you, the public. We need you guys' help to help find this.
I don't understand how they can't figure it out. I'm just saying half the motherfuckers took pictures.
I don't know. I just want them labeled as terrorists.
It's dumb.
That's what they are.
No, it's dumb.
You just don't.
No, it's just dumb. It's some of the police officers. It's some of the ambulance. It's some of those FBI agents, cousins, aunts, uncles standing there saying, "We need the public help." You know them. Yeah. You just spoke to him last night. Yeah. You understand exactly who did this.
Right.
What's Ted doing? I know. What's Ted doing there?
It's kind of like the flip of the KKK. This is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. You can't expect them to say, "Hey, all right, I did this. My cousin did it. We're gonna lock my cousin up. Myself. Yeah. Because I orchestrated. I gave them the information that they needed to get in there. I recruited 5 people. You know what I mean?
No, I want to piggyback on that because I read an article in reference to a young girl that I guess she came out to her mom that she's lesbian, and she wanted to march at like Black Lives Matter. I can't remember the young lady's name, but her mom basically told her no, she can't, right? Yeah. So then, in return, at the end, after telling her mom that she's lesbian, her mom wasn't okay with it, kicked her out the house. So as I guess a payback, the mom was one of the actual supporters in the Trump riot at the Capitol. So what she did was post a picture of her mom there and basically wrote under it, didn't you tell me I couldn't go to the BLM movement? But look, isn't that you, Mom?
Whoo! Get them.
And I mean, every person of minority literally commented, yes, baby. They said, if your mama kick you out, you're adopted by us. We'll take care of you. Because it was just real. Because realistically, you can't shun BLM movement and then somehow in the same breath think what was done recently to the Capitol makes more sense. Like, we're standing up for a culture, for lives, for something beyond someone's presidency and picking what Doritos bag is going to look good today or what Twitter message can he write.
Oh, he can't do that no more.
Well, yeah, he's blocked on, I think, what majority, if not all platforms?
What took him so long to do
Someone
that?
told me that he can't even order Uber Eats, but I think that might be a joke.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because I saw a picture of him, a whole bunch of logos, and
a whole
he's
bunch of
oh,
brands.
No, but they even said Spotify. I was like, I don't understand how does that relate. Like he's not talking on Spotify.
Because he had power in his words, obviously to his Trump supporters.
Well, he gonna make a song? Isn't Spotify only really for music? I never really heard anything else.
But what is he saying now that's different from what he's been
Podcast
saying?
on Spotify too? I never clicked
Yeah,
on
they just trying to shut him down. I guess because after the Capitol race, because there's supposed to be more Capitol raids occurring. Like there's more planned Capitol raids occurring. It's like
who's planned? Wait, I'm sorry. You're saying more planned Capitol raids?
Yeah.
Planned by
meaning what happened at that Capitol one.
So they're gonna do it everywhere
It's
else.
supposed to happen in all 50
all
states.
50s, yeah.
I think
Throughout
during the inauguration.
Oh, I was hearing it. Yeah, you're right. You're
The
right.
day of or as
the day of, I think.
before something of the sense.
I was hearing the day of.
It's supposed to happen all collectively.
Oh, so that's how they moved in. It was like security risk and stuff like that.
Right.
No, it's to a point that you can't fly into DC. You can't even Airbnb into DC like at all. I don't care. Try it. Go ahead right now. Try it. I swear you can't. Literally, you can't go there. Period.
No,
Like,
you know
you're
that
not allowed because
they,
of this.
No, they're gonna make a huge
threat. Oh, I'm sorry. Not to say it's not a threat. I didn't mean to do air quotes to that. I'm just saying, it's really it's kind of like the government threatening the government. If you follow what I'm saying.
Weird.
As far as meaning that society
what I'm
is
saying
run by
is
a certain group of people, and then the same group of people.
Nah, it's like, all right. These same people who stormed the Capitol was just defending the Capitol.
Says three places.
They blame everywhere else for the reason of why, America is what it is. It's black, it's Asians, it's Mexicans, it's everybody else. But when it keeps showcasing that it's a particular group, I'm not gonna put color on it because it's a mind state, but it also is a particular group that it keeps showcasing the situation. It's as if it's like the government admitting that they fucked over black people. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Yeah. So in that term, it's as if we're speaking to speaking about the government when it comes to them. It's like they can just do whatever the fuck they want. Look what they get caught. Look at what they're saying. It's like the government trying to lock up the government. Yeah. It just seems like it doesn't. Like they don't seem to know what they're doing all of a sudden.
They don't.
Again,
all of a sudden, they
help.
don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to fight.
Everyone just doesn't know what's going on anymore.
You don't know how to
we're not sure. We're looking. We found some people and we're they're fighting the case. What do you mean fighting the case? Yo, if it was like we can't even find where these people are at.
Yeah.
No, you guys gotta follow what I'm saying. When protests happened in Houston, when all this stuff was happening in all these places,
these
people couldn't be found for a while. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like I don't know where they're locking them up at. Yeah. There's protesters just missing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? To some extent, somewhat popping up later. Some people and there's some shit just wacky and weird shit going on. What I'm saying is, when it comes to them, it's so it's like we don't know. They're out the next couple of days.
Yeah, they're just bullshit.
These niggas are doing interviews. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Sloppy all over the place. But if it was anybody else, shit would just be different. It would just be like some political refugee type shit.
No, but I want to understand something. For being a capital, how the hell do you walk in and you walk out with literally like it was a school trip?
No tear gas, nothing.
Not like at what point, like the fact that I know we're supposed to be way more prepared than this. It's no way that someone marches into the Capitol and they are armed, that you do not fucking do anything. You literally let them walk in, walk out, and say I'm gonna find them later. What?
Yeah. Not that we want anyone shot, but people should have been shot.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like
no, they should have been shot.
Like you keep the same energy.
Keep the same damn energy. Because if it was my son and it was a day that was running through there, guess what? He'd have been shot on sight. They would have tried to figure out why he came there in the first place, not anything else after. Yeah. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, because it would have been justified. But,
quick, the best one, it would have been justified.
It would have been justified. Like, yo, he came inside the Capitol.
Because that shit ain't justified.
No, it's not justified, but I feel like the way they would have found any way to say it by law.
He came into the Capitol. This is a government building. Yeah. It could have been terrorists. It would have been justified.
No, but not that you have actual local terrorists.
In their eyes.
There we go.
You do nothing. Okay.
Local terrorists.
They are local terrorists.
We're not gonna leave this topic for because there's a lot of stuff.
I'm just looking at Trump impeachment and he's banned everywhere.
All right, I kind of wanna jump those two. I wanna head to this other one, right? Because it kind of feeds into how these people may have been able to move around the building, how I was able to move around the building.
Go
all right.
ahead.
Rudy Giuliani got caught leaving a voice message on the wrong voicemail. So I guess it was for one of the congressmen or one of the people.
When you get old and you fuck up and dial the wrong motherfucking person
Way,
at the wrong time.
For those who don't know, I mean that is supposedly Trump's lawyer. Probably not no more.
I don't think Trump got much of anything right now.
And definitely not no more. No, Trump fired him. But check this out. I'm explaining a little more on that. But he basically was saying that all that they need to do is mess with the numbers or hold the numbers back, just so they can get their people to handle the rest. Obviously, scare voters. Obviously, do things that's illegal when it comes to the system and stuff like that. And he was basically explaining that the people are ready to move if things don't go our way. Kind of hints the march in the Capitol and doing whatever they're doing in the Capitol. Like, this is something that was like they all knew. Even people in the politics, they knew what the fuck was about to happen or what was. So this is this is not just Trump doing this. Everybody is saying that they're happy what's going on with Trump. This is actually not so fun because it's like it's happy that he's going down, but the fact that it's like America keeps showcasing to us that it's like if you're not the person right now, that's fine. Like, I just don't want to be the person right now. For example, Trump is going down right now. For the people who was behind the scenes helping him do whatever the hell he was able to do, are still in office right now. These people are not being questioned because it's like, this is their job. It's like, no, these people are sick fucks. Like you got to get them out. And people are like, no, we're going to go on a name. Obama, Trump, Bush. We just like the names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just want the face. We want the person who we think is responsible for it when all behind the scenes, there's other people that have the strength to cause a lot of these situations. Now, Rudy Giuliani, hence, this nigga over here is his lawyer, lying about mad shit on TV, over here putting out other dog whistles while Trump is putting out other dog whistles and other standpoints. This shit is dangerous, my nigga. So it's like, this feeds into the fact that they knew what was going on. A lot of these congressmen and shit who didn't come in that time, who just so happened to go on vacation or some shit like that or whatever, or said, oh, I'm going to resign because I know what's gonna happen to him. No, you already know what was about to be the next few steps in these next few processes to Biden and Kamala going into office or whatever the case may be. This shit is crazy.
They want to save face. They trying to wash their hands. They don't want to be a part of that. I mean, I don't know. I just look at all of this shit and it's like you just watching a fucking episode of Blacklist or Designated. It's like
no, I
some
think
shit.
you hit it.
Right, it's like some corrupt
Blacklist might be the perfect example, though. Honestly,
right?
Yeah,
like, where's Raymond Reddington right now to come and get?
Oh, that was not that. He was it.
That's what it looked like. I'm like, yo, you see all of this shit.
Who
You
would
like
be Raymond Reddington in this situation?
No idea. We got to find out who's the most wanted person.
I'm not thinking about it in terms of the guy running everything behind the scenes. I'm talking about it in terms of the guy who you just think something happened to, but the nigga is just living his best life. Okay, cool. Epstein. Took y'all by surprise, huh?
Word, I went to mad.
My
brain went to an island. My brain went straight to an island.
Now understand why I said that. That nigga is basically the ringleader of some shit.
Yeah.
So if he's just remotely, just possibly, still just remotely, just alive, that means he still got his power, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, you know his man's was Trump, right? You know what I'm saying? Now he looked like he kind of threw him under the bus, but he kind of probably didn't do that. Probably helped him out in the best way possible ever. So it's like, hey, listen, if my back is against the wall, I'm like, hey, dude, I got you, bro. Let all this shit blow over, dude. They're gonna worry about the cat. Yo, fuck all that. You know we got this laid out already, dude. Like, I got you, my man. Yes, as soon as you out, you know what I mean? Gonna go to my island. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that. This is how I feel. This may not be going. This is how I feel about this government. They don't give up. They just gonna do what they gonna do. My nigga on some Raymond Reddington shit.
But right now, I think for them, it's embarrassing because there's no minority to point at. It's not the Hispanics. It's not the blacks.
No, there's always a minority, but people just don't see it. They see the name. The minority is the minority whites. Right. That's the minority. There's always a fucking minority.
Yeah.
Always a fucking minority. Please understand, I'm going to say it again. There is always a minority in these people's eyes. It doesn't matter what the fuck you think or say. Always a minority. Now, if you're not them, you're immediately the minority. Get it? Not in power, not of my color, not of my stature. You don't know what I know. You're not of my pool of friends. You're just
You'll be the outside looking in person no matter what.
Period. No matter what. So, shout out to you Trump supporters. Love your guy. Stand behind your guy. We're not that. Slide up a little, because slide up a little bit, because anybody else could take this next one when it comes to this. What's this man's name? Pence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you want me to slide back up?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like, I want one of y'all to kind of like tackle that. If y'all
Pence
know
will
much about that situation, do y'all guys?
I mean, I'm not surprised that so Pence holds Trump down and doesn't vote to get him out of office. I'm not surprised by that. That's his vice president.
I don't feel like we would have been as surprised in reference to that, because I feel like I personally just felt like things were shaky.
Oh no, I'm saying that because the reason why a lot of these people was in the Capitol. Do you know who they was looking for when they was going through the Capitol, and who was in the building at the same time they was looking for him?
No,
Pence.
that I don't know.
They were looking for Pence, and Pence was in the building.
Pence was in a bunker.
Yeah, he told Trump was basically like, we're gonna hang this. He didn't say that. Trump didn't say that, but Trump was like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not on our side. He's a traitor or whatever. He's saying this. Yeah. This is what he's saying. Now the people are like, we're gonna fucking hang him when we catch him.
Oh, basically,
right,
so
now,
it's kind of like
next day you're like,
an attack on him too.
Yeah, but like my man's was coming at you, but you still kind of hold your man's down. At the end of the day, in a sense, like I can kind of I'm the person who can make this to get you out of office right now. Not even wait until your last couple of days. I can get you out of office right fucking now. Yeah. Still be like, nah.
Yeah,
but then at the same time, you can show face by easily not being the one that says it, and then you already know that it's going to be enough people to make it still happen. It's kind of like I don't have to attach my name to the no, because I already know the no is going to happen because I have enough people saying no.
Yeah, there's mad people.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where if I add the no, it just shows that I'm clearly fully against the person, and it's still going to be the same result.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, I feel like he vouched to show face, or maybe just out of pure retarded loyalty, I guess. But
I'll be honest with you, there technically really ain't no excuse. Somebody just call out for your head. But the reason why I'm saying this is because, to me, that's like mobster like life. To me, our community glorifies the hell out of them, right? But behind the scenes, on paper, all of them snitch, right? They all talk about this rat shit, and all talk about this don't snitch shit, and this is the lifestyle, whatever case may be, but they all end up working for the government in some type of way, man, helping in some type of way, man, and making it look cool to our community, which follows, but doesn't get the deals with the government. See what I am saying? They're not still standing. They're not considered protected informants. They don't still have the status of a mobster, or to still kind of move and do your little solidified illegal shit, and you're still kind of got that pass. No, you're underneath the fucking jail. You're done for, and your community knows that you snitched. And we're gonna leave you here. Please understand what I'm saying. This is a lifestyle that America makes people believe in. That if you are not of a particular stature or of a particular race, you can't live this real American dream. To me, that American dream. You do the most illegal shit in the fucking world. You cause terror in communities, and you end up scot free. You start up some type of shit that you don't even follow at the end of that, right? And then a whole fucking generation. 6 generations after you're like in Florida chilling and forming, still doing your legal shit, and they're all following some shit that you don't even follow to this day. That right there is poison.
That's day one.
He said day one.
It's fucking poison, bro. It's poison to our community. And they're just showcasing how it works for them. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we mobsters out here. You feel me?
They got the benefits though, so it's like,
you see what I'm saying?
It's like
we do what we do out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no snitching. Be like Pence, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you gonna hear that in a couple bars. I'm telling you that right now. You feel me? Like, it's cool. Like, you ain't like my man ain't just throw you on like severely underneath the bus. You still supposed to not snitch on, really?
Yeah,
bro. Y'all different. People are just different, bro.
Like, he just destroyed my whole life, but I'm not gonna snitch. I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna be the real one.
Oh, please, someone take this one. The top. Someone take this one.
Yeah, you.
So I guess I'll take it because
gotta be very, very like
trying to see how I'm. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna read it. What I see word for word.
Yes, please.
So 21 kids.
No. Parasizing. I'm sorry. Summarize. Like, don't
summarize. Don't read that one.
Not verbatim, because somebody could.
Okay. I got
plagiarism is.
But you can't. Read
No, it's
not.
No,
I got you.
Technically, it's not plagiarism unless you submit it as your own work.
Let me.
Sorry.
He's reading. So it's not technically it's reading aloud.
So pretty much 21 kids have been missing since Thanksgiving last year. There's actually a total of like 100 that's been reported worldwide. 21 of those kids are from New York, and I think that's just what's being heard or reported so far. So I feel like that's crazy.
That shit sound.
They have pictures of the kids, I believe, on the site. I'll give you the link product. Maybe you can put it up if anyone have seen these kids or have the whereabouts about them. You know,
that's a lot of kids in such a short period because we're only in the second week of, second going to third week of January, from November to December, and that's like about crazy. 2 kids a week or something. I'm not doing the math, but it's definitely an often amount to just go missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel for those families too because it's like I don't have kids of my own, but like I don't need to have kids to
internalize that as a problem. Yeah,
that's just.
I think we all have kids here outside of MVP, so I would say as parents.
I keep reading that sentence over and over again. I'm trying to. Did they under what circumstances, like how did the kids end up missing? Like were they at a park?
I guess
where
like
they
just
at? Like
random,
how did they end up missing?
I think it's random. I don't think it's a collective. But also, I feel like it tied into what I said. No jokey shit. That nigga Epstein's still out there. Fuck, or his organization, whatever. They're still doing whatever the fuck they're doing. As you can see, as you can see, there's other shit happening, or whatever the case may be. See, I be seeing how a lot of this shit is tied in, bro. Like you see how I didn't mean to even bring that nigga up, but I was just kind of fucking around. But you see how it's somewhat. Look what we end up at. Like it's tied in together with all of this shit. Like it's no separation. It seems like it's separate, but it really the fuck ain't.
Everything is linked. It's kind of like you see things in different pieces, but if you really put all the pieces together, you realize it's for the same story. It's pulled from the same story. Like it's knowing all the pieces.
All the same people. The same people who are doing all this fucked up shit, the same people that's causing
certain things. Some of these articles,
trickle all the way down.
They're a part of a bigger.
It's a bigger picture.
Doing different fucked up shit.
Facts.
I mean, just as a parent, as a parent, you're already supposed to be vigilant and everything now, but it's like to the extremes where it's like, you're not allowed out of my sight. Like, not even for a second, because I can't even imagine what a mother or father must be. Your kid is just missing. It's not even like, your kid was found dead, which is still bad.
No, it's dead. I think it's even. I don't know if it's even. I think it's just more mentally crippling to not know and to have to think about what they could be experiencing every minute. That's a lot. Because it's kind of like watching your child die over and over because you just don't know if they died. It's a weird. I think mental.
It's a weird cycle to be in.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish either on any parent.
Yeah. Here's context to the situation because I feel like everybody isn't really may not be seeing it. Okay, we are still underneath this quarantine situation. Please understand that there's a lot of things that's not open in New York. We're not back to regular life yet. Meaning like kids aren't just fucking chilling
going at the park and hanging out.
Right. See what I'm saying? Now more kids are home a lot. And it seems weird that still with this happening,
that's
how the fuck is 21 kids missing?
That's what I was asking. Like,
the kids can't even go outside. They spend school is Monday through Friday in a house, right? It's remote learning. This
is where we get.
We can't go to a park.
See where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
hang out in the mall and other stuff is just not normal. Everything's been in and out type of service. So exactly at what point, it would be really great to know how each child was reported missing, from home. In bed, where they sleep, where you walking down the street and where they just pulled from you, where they left in the house by themselves while you were at work and just you came back and they was missing. It's little stuff I'm saying, because realistically the kid's been in the house for a long time, right? You have parents that either working remotely now and they have to adjust, or they work in an office that's not adjusting to the fact that their kids are going to school remotely. Right? It's people are paranoid to watch your kids because they don't want to get sick, right? So you have so many different situations that puts cripple a parent. Let's say, for instance, she goes outside to go grab the groceries while the kid's doing schoolwork, technically in school but home, right? Yeah. Then she comes back, the child's gone. I'm just saying, the scenarios have to be totally different because they're not getting stolen at a park. They're not going to parties. I'm assuming you're not really having your kids at a kids party alone. If you're bringing them to a kids party at all right now.
It's just weird.
I just feel a way about that.
Some people are normal. Some people are moving around. Some states are moving around. It's fucking normal. But this is New York.
I'm talking about New York as an example. Yeah,
New York is not moving that way. But I do see. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers still moving a little regular. But I can't say I'm not a fucking camera.
I mean, I just feel like kids are missing, right? Let me ask you a question. When there's a major criminal, when there's a criminal out there that does something insane, and y'all want to find them, y'all find them. You can even go as far to find a terrorist in a whole nother country in a cave somewhere. You mean to tell me that we can't allocate that same resource to finding missing children? I'm just saying, like where it's like a kid goes missing, right? And I understand people didn't see this, but they got to be a camera or something. There has to be.
There's cameras everywhere, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So if you can put time into finding criminals, drug dealers, you can locate them. You could track whatever they're doing, whatever cars they switched and hop out of. You find them eventually. So it's like I just feel like when we have missing kids, like why is that? That shouldn't even be wishful thinking. I'm just saying, if you can go to a whole nother country and track down who did this in the middle of fucking nowhere, you have satellites all over the place. I'm pretty sure you can zoom in on a satellite within your own country. And I'm just saying, no country, no kid should ever be kidnapped. It's not just, but I'm just saying, goddamn.
Yeah.
21 kids missing since Thanksgiving. Ain't nobody bring them home. No, there's no 21 kids were found.
That's from New York, 100.
New York, but that's what I'm saying. When they want to find someone, they find you.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, they looking through all types of cameras.
If they want to find you, if the same person that took those 21 kids also threatened the president's life, he would be found. You understand what I'm saying? Like the effort. I don't want to say that's wishful thinking, but to me, it's just disturbing. As a parent, like it's like you report your child missing, and it's like they're doing the bare minimum. It's like no one should be able to take 21. I'm not saying it's the same person, but it's like damn, a kid goes missing. Like I think one time, my homegirl's mom, like her older sister was like missing, but she's grown. But like she called the cops. She's like, my daughter. I haven't heard from my daughter in months. It was like, how old is she? Does it fucking matter how old the child is? Like that's your number one question. The question would be, when's the last time you saw her? Okay, boom. Where was she? Where did she live? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she's an adult. I don't know. I just feel like.
So I had a personal experience with that.
Yeah.
My mother went missing. She was later found dead.
Yeah.
But in that same situation, the cops like,
Shit, sorry, nigga.
Yeah,
sorry to fucking.
I
That's
didn't mean to drop that on there.
crazy, bro.
No, yeah.
But yeah, and the cops is like, well, how old is she? And because she was of adult age, like, because she's adult, yeah, wait till 48 hours. Never heard that rule before. I don't think that's an actual rule. I think it's because they just go off because she's an adult, she can do whatever they want. But it actually should be the moment her activities becomes, the moment their activities become suspicious is when you should be able to do an actual legal search. So that whole waiting 48 hour shit is all bullshit to me. So.
Those 48 hours are fucking crucial. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't. Walking in the freezer, my kid is missing. How long? That's not important. How old? Not important. Where was the last place you saw her? That's it. Let's get someone on that right away. You got time to be posting undercover cops looking for drug dealers selling weed.
Facts.
You got time to do all of that. We have time to invest in all of that. But it's like
all that dumb bullshit.
Yeah, and it's just like, come on, like you find them when it's too late, and it's like, well, you wanted to wait 48 fucking hours. You get what I'm saying? And they do that shit till this day, unfortunately. So. Whether I don't think it matters if it's an adult or a kid. That's a loved one. That person is missing. You haven't seen them, and like, you know what I'm saying. Even if that's one of y'all, and we see each other once a week, and I'm like, damn, I haven't heard from him in like 4 weeks. That gotta raise a red flag for me. Even if he's a grown man, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, yo, what happened to him? No one could find him. Yo, how long has he been missing a week? All right, all that information is irrelevant. But anyway. I don't want to drag it, but it's just basically like we have the resources, I feel, to find. I'm not saying we could stop all of it, but we can definitely lessen the blows. Like, what the fuck? You can literally find someone in a remote fucking cave somewhere.
I think that was a lie. And
well, you know what I mean. Like whatever it was, but
I get what you're getting at. It's just that they lied.
Crazy.
And to be honest with you, the way how I personally think. They made these particular stipulations in the law to make particular spaces within certain things so they can squeeze through shit that they need to squeeze through and take care of shit the way that they would like to take care of shit and people that they would like to take care of. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it as that. So to anyone who has ever had a situation, family member of some sort, please keep in the back of your mind, if you would like to be wise and not be disappointed by this world and this fucking government we live underneath, please just keep in the back of your mind that the same people who you think is helping you could potentially be the same people who are the reason why you're fucking there in the first place. Just saying.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
The system is fucked. Moving forward. Speaking of system, my man YFN Lucci is charged for murder in Georgia. Now, from what I heard, there was a body. There was witnesses who basically called the cops because they seen a body being basically thrown out of a vehicle, and then the body was bowed, dead, left right there. And I don't know how it kind of come back to being him. Maybe the car he was in, maybe something that he was doing kind of relates towards the situation. But it's looking like he could be in some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, though, how I take this during this time, a lot of shit is already going on. You really want to keep killing your people?
At this point, I don't know, man.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. The idea of killing is very, very, very far away from my head. But if that idea ever did come, it would be towards someone who's threatening my family, my child. But even with all of this going on in the world, my people is the last. You know what I'm saying? Or even somebody remotely in a situation that I'm in. You know what I mean? That has a brain to cognitively think. You know what I'm saying? This shit is ridiculous.
You're helping every other entity shrink our fucking numbers. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's already enough different things targeting and saying we need to lower that population. They're doing a little too much now. You get what I'm saying? There's already enough shit going on.
Opposition's working against us.
There's already enough.
But what we're talking about steps right into the next fucking time. It steps right into the next. This is why I'm taking this stance on it. We have to keep. There's enough entities. There's enough fucking food. There's enough brainwashing. There's enough fucking peer pressure. There's enough. Like, I can just keep going with this shit that's going on. Distraction, divisiveness within our community. There's so much shit going on. Dude, we got too much enemies, man, to be sitting here pointing fingers at each other and shit. Or even beefing. I don't know what the
call a
fuck this
fucking
shit
truce
possibly
or fight it out with your fucking fists. What happened to that? Just fucking go in the back alley somewhere, fight it out with fists if the problem's that real. Like, taking lives,
and that's what gets me.
Yo,
bro, if we can have a beef without killing each other. I could dislike you until we can get them gloves on or some shit like that, until we can fix our problem. I don't gotta like catch you with your daughter and scream out a window. I'm gonna catch you, bro. Like, we can, I can put up $1,000. You could put up $1,000. If I bust your ass, I'm $2K up. I feel better about that. Because not only did I whoop your ass, I got $2K now, bro. Like, and I got the bragging rights. And if you feel like you got better, we can go back and do it again. But if you kill me, my nigga, I'm dead.
I appreciate that. Nah, that's a fact.
But you get what I'm saying?
They did that on my block in my hood when you ain't like
but listen,
they boxed each
when
other.
you get shot, you dead. Yeah. I mean, you ain't coming back. There's no return or retaliation. You dead, nigga. And then, like, your family got to feel this way for the rest of their lives. And I got to hope. Or somebody got to hope that they don't feel that way towards that next person.
Retaliation.
To keep the shit
cycle going.
Everyone,
you heard what I just said? A little business.
No. Yeah.
I could have been up 2K. You know what I'm saying? You could have still kept your respect because you threw them gloves on. You know what I'm saying? And didn't bitch out. We still men here though, right? Like,
you made money
or women
beef.
I mean, because it ain't just men who got problems.
Yeah,
women got
like
problems
what
too.
do you get? What do you get from seeing a man? Even if you have beef with him, he's with his kids. You just want to shoot at him. But what do you get out of that? I'm just very curious. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this type of shit, no one wants to fucking fight anyone. Everyone, the first thing, I got a gun, blicky this, you're pussy. I'm sorry. If that is your first reaction, the gang members that I know that I'm accustomed to growing up as a child, that was almost a last resort, if anything. If you was running your mouth, you would get dealt with
but
hands.
I think it's definitely different. Like, back in the days, like, I remember this one dude, he got beat up every day. No lie. They came and whooped his ass every day, and they started to call him after the first year sleepy because the nigga couldn't open his eyes again like that no more. And that nigga got his ass whooped till senior year, and by senior year, he honestly held his own. He was able to fight every last one, but he also been training for 4 years. So
that's a lot of training.
That was beyond. I ain't gonna front. I thought he was just gonna drop out of school after a while because, like, he couldn't see by sophomore year.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I just want us to get to a point where, like, yo, listen, if it's and the shit is the beef don't even be that real. Like, yo, he disrespected my girl. Yo, he fucked my bitch. Yo,
bitch fucked him, so I think you can.
Yeah, like it be over the most crazy. It's never like, yo, he he killed my child, and I gotta that at least that no, at least if it was that, I'd be like, I understand why you felt the need, but it'd be over the pettiest shit. Like it just don't. To me, that shit is pussy. Like if you gangster and you all of that, you should be able to put your fucking hands up. If you can't fight this person, if you don't have the heart to fight a person fist with fist to get the beef down, you're a pussy. That's it.
Hold on.
Immediate.
Nah,
that's just me.
All right. I'm only. This is not my belief, but I know people who move this way. All right. There's people who, yeah, I mean, they can throw their hands, or they are brought up on underneath the understanding that a man is considered to like basically stand his ground, throw his dukes up. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with a man, approach him face to face and deal with it however y'all can deal with it, but don't like really do no sucker shit. That's kind of like one standpoint from looking at the situation. But then there's people who literally like they gotta survive in a jungle, right? And for these particular people, they live in a certain type of they know how that shit is, and the only way for them to survive is you either kill or be killed. Now I'm saying that because a lot of dudes that don't live up here or don't live within the sense that we have. Not just saying up here, because a lot of dudes down south that I know that motherfuckers could get it on. Like now, there's a lot of motherfuckers on both ends up here, down there, no matter where in the world. They operate on a different term. You're fighting to win, right? They're fighting to survive. You cannot mix the two together. They're coming with a gun or a knife. That's their life. You are coming for respect. And as a man, hold my own, let me live my life, and just stay your distance and I stay mine. I just gotta show you this right quick. For them, if I show you, you won't never see anything else. There's a difference. Some people fight for survival. Some people fight for respect or just to be kind of like left alone. So,
but it's different if you're doing it for survival, though.
I don't want to say it's pussy, and
no, but I'm saying if you don't have a choice, like if you live in the hood and you don't have a choice but to be armed, that is different. What I'm saying is I'm just saying in general, if you feel you need to, like if you see the person right here, we have beef, and I'm like, all right, wait until I catch you again. To me, that's ass. You could have just dealt with that right there, and whether if you would have kept on going, cool. You don't see the person, not say anything, and then catch them next time. You know what I'm saying? If you're in an environment where you need to be armed at all times, I understand. Yes, you do have to survive, but if you have a need to defend yourself, that's different. I'm just saying the ones that like to initiate the bullshit is always the ones that love to initiate I'm the biggest gangster, and you catch them alone, that talk is gone. I've seen it so many times. All of it is quiet.
100% fact.
It's quiet, but then as soon as they get home, they get their armory and they come back outside, now they want the smoke. That's what I'm just addressing. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone could, like I said, those gangsters, they had weapons too, but it wasn't like the default thing. That's all I'm saying. But I understand what you're saying.
That's because they knew how to use the hands and
and that's a respect factor.
Right?
Like sometimes
There's
you don't need that, so it's
that's what I'm saying. And then the others who don't carry both. The minute they get their hand on that gun, like for example, just a scenario. We're moving on. Just for a scenario. Let's say this is somebody had these dudes had a problem, right? Then these dudes get into it or whatever, females, whatever. One of them beat the other one up. Yeah, fist fight, and one get washed. Okay, cool. Now when that next person come back, you know, the person who just beat that, who just want to fight, going, what the fuck is you doing here, bro? If I smack the, if we all standing next to the person, we're like, yo, bro, you just lost, homie. Like, yo, take that L.
Yeah.
But if this person pulls out a gun and empties right in our fucking faces, no, just really stop and think for a second. This is no longer what you, me, or none of us in this, even a guy who won, the female who won. We never thought this would get. This is what I'm saying. You're playing two different games. People have to understand because
you got to find a mindset of who you're fighting before you fight.
What I'm saying is this: I have been blessed to witness someone pussy. So where it's which they say they're gonna do something, I'm like, man, you soft, and they actually soft and don't do it. I'm blessed to not have come across the motherfucker who was like, okay, and then my brains was on a platter somewhere because I thought I was tough with fees, but that nigga knew what's up with this.
Yeah,
he was not with it. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna take your life.
Yeah,
I can't sleep on that, but I don't care. I don't care about all that.
Right. Which is a different
you
mindset.
off the earth was the only choice.
The only
not winning the fight.
Yeah, he was like, that was my only option in my head. I wasn't.
But that's true though, because then
grateful.
Depending on who you fight, realistically, even if you
Just
took
saying.
an L, he not taking an L because he already decided that.
Now you see.
Because
There's
they're
a
not
way.
fighting for the same thing. Because
There's a way.
realistically, if
But
I'm
is
fighting
that
for
peer
respect
pressure,
and
though?
No, I'm not
I
saying
don't think that's peer pressure.
This is
No,
different.
like an embarrassment. Like you're embarrassed that you lost in front
Like
of
a
everyone. So
pride
it's like
I
a
think it's a
yeah,
mentality.
yeah.
I think it's a mentality.
I think it is mentality more of
The reason why
a
because the same peer pressure could cause that person to pick up gloves and fight.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
True.
Same peer pressure can make them break down and run.
Yeah.
or cry
Or cry,
or get his
right.
homies now.
Yeah, it's so many
Like,
different emotions that can come from it. But it's like for a nigga to go to kill her, it's like, yo,
yeah, it's like
I didn't know you
damn.
were gonna go there. Like, I mean,
You don't
I didn't want to
expect
beat you up, but kill you was so far from my brain.
Yeah, that's different.
But you're looking now. You're on the ground watching this person point a gun at you. Can't convince them out of that at that point. You now are gonna die. It's fucked up, yo. But it's like
I feel like you're gonna be so startled
shit,
at it,
bro. It's yo.
Nah.
again,
If you see him approaching the block by himself again, you know that's code for like red alert. Why is he here?
No. I'm saying as if like he fought you and he didn't come back. Like he was still there in the same.
Usually when they come back, it's to do something
Worse
escalated.
than they did already.
They either got a knife on them, they got something on them. They didn't just come back to get beat up again, or they come back with their boys. That's another thing. But anyhow,
Let's move
Yeah.
on.
we'll move on from that.
Well, I wanted to say.
Oh,
What's
sorry.
up?
I think-
We apologize.
I was just going to say, I think the most important thing that we should take away from all of this, especially from what they said, is that we need to come together because we got a lot of, entities
Absolutely.
working against us. So we just
We gotta be a
stop-
community.
Yeah, stop the bullshit. Stop trying to pull each other down. Time to pick each other up. Because moving on, Jake Blake.
R.I.P.
No, he's not. He's not dead.
He's
dead.
not. Oh
No,
man, because when you say 7,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
I
what
know.
I'm saying? In anything.
Yeah.
Yo, he got pulled over and they shot. I'm like R.I.P. Because I feel like we just.
It is what it is.
My brain don't even.
Yeah, 'cause you
don't
don't-
even
you're not
calculate
gonna
next
usually-
steps.
yeah.
My brain is like, yeah, somebody died.
Yeah, you're usually not going to survive like 7 shots like that. But Jake Blake was, I guess, being investigated by some cops. There was like a warrant for him or something, and he was with his kids at that time, 3 kids, I believe, in the car, and he turned his back to like open the car door or whatever, and the cops were trying to pull him. I saw that video. This happened last year, August, but.
So you tried to open the door to get the kids in the car.
No. The kids was already in the car. I
So
don't
he
know.
tried to open the door to get himself in the car.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get himself in the car, and the cops was trying. The cops grabbing him though, like they pull him.
So-
Hey, stop! And they pulled out the gun because he didn't stop. He didn't do nothing. He just had his back turned.
Oh, I know what you took.
The one that was walking
this
around-
Is more recent. This is
You talking about the
The
dude
court
that's
case
walking
is
around the?
recent, but-
Okay, all right. So what we're basically talking about is the verdict, correct?
Yeah, the verdict of.
Okay, cool. So for those who don't know, basically it's like they shot him in the back
Yeah.
like 7 times. That's
Right, he
that's
got
what made it bad.
paralyzed.
And the kids were in a car.
Right.
So he was now that what the problem was is the kids are in the car and they're shooting at a guy in front of the car where the kids are at, and the cops are like, "Well, we thought he what with kids? You fucking pricks! You
couldn't
thought
have thought anything. You couldn't
he
have
was
thought a
gonna
damn
pull
thing.
out Lunchables? What was he gonna pull out with kids in the car?
The bottles.
Now, I'm sorry, bro. I think we have to accept the fact that the minute that we are in vehicles, that we are like, we look like Osama.
Yeah, like
No,
we're
100%.
armed.
Like, you know what I mean? We wrapped. We literally got a bomb.
Okay,
fucking
let's be
ticking.
clear. To shoot
You
somebody
gotta
in the back,
just put it in your head that you are a
To
live
shoot-
fucking terrorist right now.
but to shoot someone in the back, it usually means that the person is no longer a threat. So exactly why the fuck did you shoot him in the back? If he didn't have a weapon that you saw.
Shot him 7 times too. Like one shot in the back would be.
Wait, but you said they grabbed. Okay.
So,
how many
so, like,
officers?
you
How
did-
many?
So
How
they
many
let go of
officers?
him when they shot him?
Huh?
You know how you get tired of fighting around with?
Yo,
just go
that's,
like-
I honestly
No,
need
no,
to,
bro.
I need an
Not
officer
to
to
me,
really
not-
tell me, yo,
not
that
to
you
me,
didn't want
because
to
I get where you're going with
The reason
this.
why
Yeah.
we're capable of doing that because again we have a sense of humor and the fact that dude survived.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
survived. He's
Paralyzed from the waist
he's
down.
paralyzed. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
It's ridiculous, bro. 3 kids, like, but nonetheless, yeah, it was like a, yeah. They did just to me in my head. I'm putting it in my head like, you motherfuckers just half tried and said, I'm a cop. What am I doing? He's black. What am I doing?
There we go.
What am I doing?
Okay.
Like this
Come on.
happened more than
How many
once
cops?
already.
Come on.
How many
whatever,
cops was
like-
there again? I'm sorry. Please refresh me.
I can't remember. It looked like I think all the videos like 2, 3 cops maybe.
So they're
I
grabbing
saw.
him. You mean to tell me 2 to 3 cops can't?
They was pulling him away from the car.
And he's stronger than. And
Like,
it
you
reminds me of
could've
that
tased him.
video
You got
you sent me with
tasers, bro.
dude where he got back on his fucking ATV with 2 cops.
I seen that.
Bro.
Seen that. Yo, I seen one where this white dude, like, he pulled away from the cop. Like, there's a bunch of cops grabbing this one white dude. He pulled away from the cops, got into their car.
Oh, I seen that one.
That one
Kind of
Wait,
drove
drove
around
off?
oopsie daisy type shit.
that
I know
one.
what you're talking
Like,
about.
I mean, I seen similar videos to that too. Still,
Shit is-
But let's be clear, they're
And-
all of one race.
Yeah.
I need to understand, how are you a fucking police officer and you're not strong? I'm sorry, is there not no physical training that happens? There's no way there is 3 cops and there's 1 guy and you can't detain him. What does that say about your police
Gotta
force?
resort to your
Yeah,
gun.
hold on. Just take it.
Yeah.
We all seen cops around. How often you guys seen fit cops like that?
The D's. Only the D's.
Yo,
Only the D's.
Cause the D's trying to get
Yeah,
you
the
on
D's-
right
the
now.
D's is the D's.
Cause
No,
D's
no
ready
problem.
for like the real drug dealers,
They're
the
not
real like you know like
brolic, though.
they've been in jail for years. They're prepared.
Wait, hold on. They're not brolic. They're fat.
Who, the D's?
No, not the
Yeah.
D's.
Oh, nah, the ones that I be seeing,
Nah,
nah,
the D's
they
that I saw.
No,
Them niggas be
police
coming-
officers and the D's. The police officers is the one that's not fit. That looks.
Yeah,
not
they
fit.
just in the blue
D's,
little.
Nah, but
I
they,
seen a lot of brolic D's. Pause.
They're a little bit. They more
Weightlifters.
fat.
Nah, yeah, there's some D's that are fat. No, I get what he's saying.
For the most, alright,
I feel there's a better
what I'm
choice than
saying
the
is,
D's.
like, for those who know, I lived this fucking life. I was running from.
chubby.
I was jumping high.
Nah, they chubby.
My man.
He was the track
These
star.
niggas were not fat. They were not complete. They weren't fit. These motherfuckers were big though. So like when they grabbed you, homie, they got you. You got what you grabbed. Don't get it
He
twisted.
said
Now
you got
some
what you
people
grabbed.
slip away when you nice and you know what you're doing. But what I'm saying is, there's a few. These niggas look like RoboCop. I've seen a few. I'm not saying that. but it's
Niggas
not
look
me.
like LL Cool J
Yeah,
and SWAT.
It's a few of them. It's a few of
The
them.
niggas came out
No,
the
no,
car
it is
like,
a fact.
so what y'all
We
doing
all
this
know
evening?
that one or two that's like,
Nothing, sir.
I ain't fucking with this nigga. But nonetheless, what I'm saying is, these niggas aren't all like, for the most part, they're like big to be able to grab you and
Grab
kinda take
you
you down
and
type shit.
Like having more of a strength or weight over.
Yeah,
you know.
like a physical weight, physical body weight type thing.
Like when
I'm
the
saying,
D's
not
put-
completely fat. I mean, some of them could be, but you get what I'm saying. Just
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
the
no,
most
no.
fittest people.
They
I'm
just,
just saying.
they just.
I'm just saying though, even on
Strength that's
some
stronger than
grown
the
man
cops, I feel
shit.
like.
Yeah, no,
They're
definitely
definitely stronger than the cops.
I'm saying on some grown man shit though. There's 3 men, adults, trying to take down 1 adult male.
But you know, I'm
Nonetheless-
also say too.
Yo, fuck
I'm
all
be
that,
honest
fuck
with
all
you.
that.
Black people
They
tend
got
to
nothing.
be. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like black people tend to be very strong. And
Yeah,
I'm
not
saying, and
DNA.
I'm talking about even in like normal things that we don't notice that we're strong in compared
Yeah.
to another race. I've seen it. Like,
Oh, look at sports.
yeah, that's a huge example. Like,
Hold
we
on.
just are.
You can't walk
we're-
away from the fact that why this topic is even being discussed. It's not the
So-
fact that he got shot. It's the fact that there was no repercussions. We talking about the case.
No, yeah,
We're
absolutely.
talking about the case. The case is that there was no harm, no foul for these cops.
As usual.
The usual.
As usual.
I don't
Now a
know.
few cops did go to jail. I did my research. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sit here and just say.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few.
But I'm saying to the
very
extent
few
that-
compared to.
No, the verdict they got off.
Yeah, they got off. But I'm saying is there was
Like
a couple
other
of cops
cases.
that actually got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about big stories. Not the huge Sandra
Yeah, but this is
not the big stories. I'm not talking about the big. There's a few, you know what I mean,
Very
situations
low-
that happen
got you.
that a cop actually, you know what I'm saying, the right cop. Little few things here and there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like it's just a complete loss. Nah.
Yeah, they didn't have
Little
the right
few
friends,
things
that's
happen
all.
here and there for the states that the people are standing up in. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there, they got the right congressmen in office in there. You know what I mean? They got the right people, the right judges. So things are being followed up the way they need to. But for the most part, they still out here fucking killing this show.
That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck are you carrying a taser? Why are you carrying a battery?
They're
You
not
don't use them.
Tasers are not for what they consider to be less than human. Please understand that.
No, I'm just saying it don't make no sense to have a utility belt if you're gonna grab one weapon. You just
No,
might as well
they're
carry
gonna
a-
grab tasers.
You might as well
for what
grab a
they
whole
deem
holster. That's
Human.
it.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying.
I know what you
like, you know what I'm
mean.
saying.
No, I hear you.
I think you're a human, so I'm gonna taser you. You, I don't see you as a human. Gun.
No, I
Yeah.
definitely
If you're
understand
more
that,
than
huh?
2/5 of a human being, you know you would get tased. If you're less, if you're 2/5 of a human being, you're gonna
No one
get shot.
walking should even believe that. But keep
Yeah.
in mind, that's the way that they see us. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. The way that they see us.
Now I'm saying that's how they saw us back then too. You know?
Right, and we be needing like people like bigger figures or whatever case may be to speak up, stand up, and shit like that. And there's a couple people who do be speaking up and standing up, just like this next topic. Okay, so my man's actually do be on some, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he be
Speaking
on
up
his
for
shit.
us
Yeah,
and
he be
shit
on his
like
social
that.
injustice.
Speaking on Kylie, my man went AWOL.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie, come back. Brooklyn looking good right now.
I think he will.
No, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he was like, you know what? Since y'all doing this little hard and shit, I'm gonna just do some real like topsy-turvy shit so y'all can't pinpoint what type of person I am. So the Houston might not want to pick me up. You know what I mean? Because they were like, if this nigga just going to just not come to games, we don't want to just pick this guy up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant was like, my nigga, you're going to have to do this for us to keep you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do some wacky shit, my nigga. Like, you can't do the regular, yo, we need you, my nigga. Like, because I don't know what this nigga Harden might do. He might come over here on some, I need the ball, need the ball, need the ball, and don't fucking produce in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And you, Kyrie, you averaged 27 in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You averaged. You know what I mean? My nigga James Harden got a badass motherfucking. Am I lying?
What?
Playoffs record is very bad. His show up game for the playoffs.
But that's not his fault.
Very bad. It is his fault if it keeps happening to him.
He's the best one-on-one. It is. That's not his fault. It's a team game. No, it's a team game. It's a team game. No.
Show up.
It's the team every time for every team, huh?
Yeah, he's averaging like 30 plus in the
he's
playoffs.
sleeping
Y'all
every time.
ODing on Harden right now. Y'all ODing.
Nah, hold on.
I'm ODing on Harden for a specific statistic that he did to himself. We can't do anything to Harden for what the man presented with his own numbers.
But who
because
else
his
Harden
numbers
had
in the
on the
strip
squad
club
though?
Be lit.
Harden didn't have no one else on the squad that was here. You're a fool.
Well,
What I'm saying is we all know Harden is like the best one-on-one player. Period. He scores on anybody. He does it easy.
All right, you saying you feel that way?
No, that's the statistic. He's averaging 30
No.
plus.
You said
per
he
season
is the best one-on-one player.
Yes, that is a fact.
No, but that's the way you feel. That's not what the world feels. You said we. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying for you.
I'm sorry. What the numbers show is that no one can stop him. He can average 30 every game. That is what it is. You can't stop him. Maybe let me just say it that way. He's a walking 30 points. Same way Kyrie is a working 30 points, and so is KD. I mean, and let's not forget the first game.
Playoffs.
I'm weak. I mean, but it's easy to shut him down. It's only him. That's all defense got to do. But now he has help. Now you not just focused on Harden. You got to focus on KD dropping 42.
Westbrook wasn't help?
No.
Wait, he didn't have help before Westbrook?
Well, no, I think
no, but I mean like a Kevin Durant, like a LeBron, like someone that could just go off. Harden was always the one that had to go off. Chris Paul wasn't dropping 30 plus a game. That's not happening. Westbrook,
he's one of the best point guards in the fucking
he is, but he's a
game.
point guard. He's not gonna.
Go ahead.
How do I explain this? How do I explain this right here? All right, LeBron is on the Lakers, right? But he also has AD. That is someone else that is a walking guarantee of points.
That doesn't take away from what we were just speaking about just now.
Because Chris Paul was with Blake Griffin and all out in the Clippers. They never got a ring. But
No,
let's say
I'm not saying the ring. I'm talking about player. All right, like James Harden could be great, but you need someone to be able to work good with. Now, Chris Paul was one of the best point guards because he wasn't selfish. He passed the ball off. What I'm saying is he was one of the best point guards in the game. So all I was trying to say
both of them want the ball.
He had a little help.
Yeah, Chris Paul wasn't enough.
Point guard
Chris
need
Paul
to
wasn't
assist
enough.
though. He not like Harden. I wanted to score. What you think?
Nah, I'm
it's
gonna say
like an
I
ego
agree
thing.
with you. Actually, me and Prada talked about it the other day. Like, I feel like the mentality for the whole team is like you have to share the ball. You have to play basketball. Like, you got to know, like, oh, I'm gonna go in sometimes, and sometimes you're gonna have to go in. Like, we have to play the game to whoever our opponent would be to the best of our ability. But I have to say something about James Harden, and one thing I have to say is he kind of changed, like, because there was an interview that he did right after, well, not right after me and Prada spoke, but afterwards we spoke. He did an interview and he said actually all those things, and he showed that the game was yesterday, I think.
Please,
he played.
Please drop those numbers.
Wait. Well, all three of them playing though.
Kyrie.
No, Kyrie was gone.
I don't know where Kyrie. Like, there was no mention of Kyrie, so I'm assuming that he's missing.
He didn't come back yet.
Kyrie on vacation.
By the way, Kyrie got fined for $50K, and he has to give up $870,000 for violating contract terms, basically health policies and stuff like that. But I'm out.
Basically, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I mean, it doesn't. To me, it's like, damn, that's a lot. But to him, I don't know, $30 million a year. I guess he felt whatever. That doesn't bother him.
I read something that maybe if they continue the investigation with Kyrie because he was found at parties as well and stuff, that mask, that's part of why he's being fined is like him missing games and being at parties and stuff. They're gonna charge him $500,000 every game that he's missing or he's going to miss or whatever. So,
they can do that.
Yeah.
Well, basically because he's not showing up, he's not sticking to the contract. It's a way to kind of keep him from getting the money.
He can miss the whole
for the
season.
contract.
But going back to James Harden, sorry. No,
But yeah, they played the other night. James dropped what, like 38? KD had like 42.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like
I
40
think
something.
33.
Yo,
I think James Harden had 33. He had a triple double. He had a triple double.
Homie, that's disgusting in a good way.
Yeah. Nah.
But I mean, KD's he's a unicorn. You can put him on any team he can play.
I was gonna say KD is not gonna have a problem.
As long as these two niggas can find a way to work it, like,
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
On and off, like, you know what I mean? Like, one of them got to play off bench or something like that.
No,
Somebody got to do that.
No, that's like James. James was James was
over. No,
James,
it's over.
He used to on OKC.
Kyrie, they're like, all right, Kyrie, you dry, and they put and he get to going, and then he get tired, and Kyrie kind of get fueled up. They're gonna be very hard to stop at that standpoint, and if no one gets injured,
That's
but then they also have the luxury if
They
Kyrie
got a
gets
bitch.
if Kyrie gets injured, I'm not gonna say like usual, but if he gets injured,
got a man
you
step
got
up.
Harden and Harden and Durant played on OKC. That was always a beautiful thing. I always knew Harden and Westbrook wouldn't work because they both ball dominant.
power trip.
Yeah, so it's really between Kyrie and Harden to be like, all right, Durant don't care. Durant's played with Clay and Curry. He can share the ball.
He'll find his way. Yep.
Yeah, he don't give. He's still gonna drop.
That's one piece that nobody got no problem with that one. Like he good. He probably gonna help the situation. To be honest with you, more than anything.
As far as coming off the bench, I don't know if their egos will be.
The fact that he dropped what he dropped, shout out to that shit straight up, because that was fucking. Hey man, like he about to turn the city upside down, but I ain't gonna front like a lot of shit. Yo, whoever out there on some shit like on the strip club and shit like that, y'all niggas is over with. I'm telling y'all niggas.
So let me
right
have
now.
your job, man. I want to shoot. I want to shoot
We
the
might
ball for
wanna
$1 million,
continue
bro.
topics
Fuck
now.
that
I
here.
mean, I'm super.
Jim.
No. Before we leave that, on a dead ass.
Jimmy.
He's fucking all strip clubs out.
Tom.
What's that? You got money?
No,
Oh no,
that's-
I'm watching it. I see it right here.
So the next topic.
That's all y'all got now.
Congratulations to I was about to say it wrong.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Alabama chip.
Yo, with all due
about
respect, with all due respect to them, this was hardly a topic. This is a sentence. This happens.
No, wait. There's something else I want to say about that. I
Alabama chip and
Yeah.
say
No, bro,
congratulations.
they mostly went. It just
Congratulations.
How many times they won? Like eight national
My nigga,
championships.
Congrats.
It's like
Congrats to Alabama.
And
They do
another
it
one.
again?
And another
Pretty much.
one. Congratulations, guys.
okay. Alabama on some DJ Khaled shit. Moving on.
Nah, but I want to talk about the state. They had a celebration. You know how the states always celebrate or whatever. But it's still in COVID time. The celebration that they had, they was like packed, like covering all streets and all that. Like come on, man.
Not very COVID friendly.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
got.
and Alabama was.
We try to get out of COVID, man.
They had the highest spike in a lot of other places.
They're
Just
about to have another high spike from what I saw.
just throwing that out there. Okay, now moving.
Moving on. Chadwick Boseman's wife,
Simone.
Simone.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace.
RIP.
That shit is annoying. man.
Simone
I guess
Ledward.
accepted the actor attribute award and speech for her husband.
Yeah.
That's really dope, honestly. He
he-
definitely did. He had a lot of body of
You heard
work.
the speech?
Did I hear the actual
Yeah,
speech?
did anybody? I'm sorry, I did it. So
I didn't actually hear the speech. I think I just read
I heard part of the
about the speech, not the actual like verbiage she used.
I mean, her speech was very touching, and it sucks that Chadwick Boseman had to go out as he did.
That shit is
I only
annoying.
got one question. Did the speech have his soul in it? You know what I mean? There's some people like when they go on and they're like significant other say a speech and you be like, yo, that was him, bro.
That was him.
Like even if she wrote it,
Yeah.
No,
But
she did.
that you get what I'm that
Like
that,
the,
Cause
like
she's
the,
with-
like
she's
the
with
Nip-
her. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Nipsey or Lauren. Like I feel
Yes,
like
that's what
I
I'm
heard
saying.
him in her
That was
speech,
her,
which is
or
so
that was
odd.
him.
You connected him to her. Like it just.
immediately that's the spirit. That's that person. That's what I was saying.
But I think that's a
okay.
be.
Was
I feel it,
it
yeah.
was it something like
Yeah, Yeah, you can say that. I mean, I feel like that would be a to each of your own at that point. But yeah, I would
That's an
say-
opinion thing, right?
Yeah, all right,
So,
copy.
You
all right, let's
make-
move
let's
on
make
to
sure you know
after that, man.
less brighter things, I guess. We can
What,
talk.
Isaiah brings cat cook up when she y'all want to go out to the yard and cook up some blood
All right,
clot cat.
so she dug up her dead cat.
And boiled them but I think it was something about taxidermy or something.
Didn't they say some shit about she tried to use an air fryer?
Bro, when I was looking shit up, I just was like, what is this nonsense? Like, what's wrong with people?
She said she did it.
Content, man, content.
Some people I feel like look for
Just-
relevancy or
I
attention.
guess
Each
I
way,
guess that's
'cause
what it is. I'm like, damn.
People gotta have. I told y'all before, artists gotta have content now. You just can't be an artist. You gotta have content because now you can get shows.
Yeah.
You can get places. You can have podcasts.
No.
You just grow into something totally different, man.
I never really. I don't think I really favored her as a just.
Yo,
in
homework.
action.
I do want y'all to check some shit out. I Am Athlete, the podcast. Check that shit out.
Okay, cool. I'll look it up.
Nah, that shit is.
What's
Yo,
up?
I ain't gonna lie. That shit is dope. They was on Drink Champs. What's the last?
I guess this would be the last one.
What's the
Here.
last? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess someone's reading.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. So
Dog. This.
how do we summarize this one real quick?
I got you right now.
Boom. Let's do it.
Weed for vaccine.
I'm dead. No.
Nah, we kind of like left that one.
Oh.
Like, there was basically like, women basically. There was a female who she put up a post up, and she said.
Now go back to the.
She said, I'm arguing. She's like, I'm arguing with my
It's cool.
with my boyfriend, and this motherfucker's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
What should I do, ladies? And like all the comments underneath that shit was like literally almost every female was like either
Play the
start
victim.
crying, yo girl, play the victim, yo girl, bring up the last shit he did, yo you already know what to do, try to confuse that motherfucker, and if he don't get with that shit, just break down in front of him, say it was your grandma who died. Say it was. It's like every single response. It was none that was like, it ain't that deep. Maybe like one or two was like,
Yeah, they
yo,
was like,
dude, just be
apologize
honest,
and
bro.
suck
Like
his
it
dick.
ain't gonna be
I
that
was
deep. Like let him
dying.
just be right. It'd be way more peaceful.
Yeah.
Right.
The rest of them like hell fucking
Okay,
will
no.
never give in. Even if you gotta
To that
break up
ego.
with this nigga, like
This one, yes,
nah, bro, like they
feel like I
was
dealt
That
ODing.
shit was
Don't give
toxic
him
as
no
fuck.
boost. They was like just doing a whole bunch rather than admitting the fact of being right. And I'm like, that shit.
That's
it
heavy
was
on the
toxic
toxic.
as fuck inside
No, but
of
you,
the comments, bro.
you gotta realize how toxic people are.
The
and you just don't
accuracy
realize.
on that shit.
But people applaud toxicity. It's in the music we listen to. It's in.
It's
the-
2021.
I mean,
They need to stop that shit.
they need to stop making it seem like that then, because
That
realistically,
shit is crazy.
Now I've heard music that literally says, "quote, she needs to teach me how to love." No, nigga, that's your job. You need to figure out how you're gonna figure that out for yourself. That means you need to heal, get a therapist, talk to your mama. I don't know what you need to do, but it's not her job to teach you that. That's your job to be able to come with that and work on
I
that.
ain't gonna lie. I combat you with that.
I
why
would never do that.
Here's why I say that. He's not saying teach him like.
Oh no, this
teach him.
song he specifically stated he
Let
wanted
me-
to teach him.
Let me explain what I'm trying to get at. He's basically asking, I want you to teach me how to love you. There isn't. It's not. I teach me how to love in general. No, what the fuck?
No,
why,
that's-
why,
you
why
don't
would
know
I?
the
Why would I
song.
need? He's basically. Well,
No, I get.
Who's this artist?
I'm gonna send you the song.
Even with the song saying "Teach me how to love," the motherfucker ain't just saying "Teach me how to love." He's saying "Teach me how to love you."
No, okay, I get what you're saying, but if
That's
you
all.
heard
That's
that
the one
I
part
read the lyrics, and besides just teaching me how to love, it went further into detail about teach me how not to be like my father. Teach me this. It was, and it wasn't
That
just.
part, though.
No. So it wasn't. Granted, in most music, I get the whole "teach me how to love." I love Mario. He has some song about that. My thing was, if you read exactly word for word, it was the most toxic shit I ever read. I said, this nigga needs therapy. The crazy part, the song is catchy as fuck, but if you really sit there and listen to it, you
Oh, I
realize.
thought you talking about music. So
No, that was bomb. That
Oh,
would get married to that song.
I don't know who you talking about, so
that's
you know,
what I'm
you
saying.
right. Fuck
No,
that.
I'm gonna send you the link. But if you really, it was so good that I had to take that, read the lyrics. I said, did this nigga really say to not be like his father? Like all the most toxic shit, he didn't work on himself when entering that relationship.
But Shay, since you back, I want to make you a target or something right here, right? Because I feel like, because again, when I seen that he posted that, my number one thing was to go and read the comments, right? And one of the few things, right, it was like, yo, bring up something from the past that he did. One of them was like, yo, just cry, act like you're the victim.
Yeah.
blah blah blah. What is so hard about just saying, you know what, baby, this time you're absolutely right? What is so difficult for a woman to just say, you know what, I was wrong on this one?
How wrong was he from before?
I don't. She didn't like give details like that.
No,
She was
I'm not
just,
gonna lie to you. I feel like to
No,
some
she was
degree,
just-
every woman is different, but I feel like to some degree, it's kind of like I weigh an option, right? Like let's say you're dating someone or you're in a serious relationship with them, and majority of the time they are always solid, they're great to you, and this time, you know, you fucked up or something. You should be able to admit that because the person has always been, you know, put his best foot forward for you.
Yeah.
I mean, like in situations where I think both are just toxic, where the person is always doing something and you always forgive it, and eventually you do something and then now it's your fault. That person is gonna be like, well, you know, I had to suck up mad L's. Let him suck it up. Like it depends on the situation. I think it's scenario to scenario. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like have I ever cried and made a moment because I didn't want to deal with the situation?
So if I'm in a relationship with someone and I've been blamed for something, and because I never owned up to it, that means it's just...
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you've always lied before and this is the one time you actually didn't lie, I don't care.
You still gonna give me the L?
Yo, you're taking the L because I couldn't catch you in the other L's. So it don't even matter. You're taking this future L.
Nah.
No, but that's as a person. That's me. I'm saying you always have a pattern of fucking up, and this is the one time I probably should be really like, all right, baby, you didn't fuck up. Honestly, just because of track record, it wouldn't be the same. Like a nigga that rarely fucks up, and now there's a point in time where he is, I'm able to have a conversation and like.
So if
say
he's
it.
making sense, is it okay to bring up something he did
Y'all
10
take-
years ago?
Yeah,
I just want to know how.
that's what I'm glad you
No,
brought
no,
up.
I just want to know why that's
Off
the
of
weapon.
That post, all she said was the nigga making sense.
What?
Nothing about this is a fucked up
No, honestly, I
motherfucker.
don't even think I understand what the situation is that happened. So what is
There's
it?
no.
See,
Alright, so hold on, wait. The scenario.
I think that's the problem that men are having with females. Y'all asking about the situation. She said we're having an argument. He's making sense. What more does need to be that needs to be
I know, and I
notified?
need to understand the context of what the argument's
Wait,
about.
wait, wait,
There
wait,
is
wait. No.
Then I would never answer.
Hold on. I got you. So there was no actual situation. The only situation that was being placed was if your man is making sense, what do you do?
In an
There's
argument.
no.
There's no context
there's
of
no
future, how
context
he was,
behind
how
nothing.
she is.
Like-
Then that he right. That's all right. And move on. I'm talking about if there's a whole story plot. If all she wrote was he was right, he made sense. Okay, then just say he right. It's not that deep.
So what I'm gathering is women uses the faults from whatever he did in the past that has nothing relevant to do with the argument that they're having, but because he was wrong in the past, that's the ammunition you'll use to just dismiss the fact that, hey, you know what, you have a point this time.
Honestly, depends on the content. I wouldn't lie to you. I could care less. I wouldn't.
Is that what it is?
No, basically,
I can only speak for myself.
No, I'm confused.
No, I'm only
Yeah, I
speaking.
don't know.
No. Like,
I don't know.
do some shit like ask your moms. Ask sisters. Like, ask the ones who like they don't have the care for you, so they're gonna be honest with you. The ones who have to deal with you, they're not gonna be. They can't because
Like,
that's giving.
I think it's person to person.
They literally use it as they see fit to control the situation.
I'm like, yo, we arguing about something.
Emotionally though, maybe not all might not be on the.
No, and I'm not saying. I'm just saying when I was reading the comments. No, when I was reading the comments, she was like, bring up some shit he did 10 years ago. I was like,
I
what?
know. Again, for me, a lot of it becomes it has the whole detail. I don't like to answer something without understanding the whole story because it's kind of like if someone tells me, "Oh, he took my car and left," but that's all of the story I know, right?
Yeah.
Not that you cheated and you was sucking his best friend dick and then he actually left with the car he bought you and he went home. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I usually don't comment on something I don't fully understand. So I feel like prematurely.
When it comes to posts, it's just right there.
Like, I don't really comment on posts. I'll be honest with you. Even if I internally think something, because I don't understand it fully, I'll leave it alone.
I guess it should really be rephrased to, why aren't women willing to take L's? Like, just take the law. It's okay to be wrong. I think that's what it is.
That's the wrong way to put it, man. Because then it's gonna be
It's
even
gonna-
worse in the comments, bro.
Shot.
You gonna get shot?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No, I'm saying like yo, baby, I fucked up.
No. I'm gonna tell. No.
Standpoints that they
You said
have to be
L?
wrong.
Nah, you said L, and we have to be.
That's not in their
L, and we
vocabulary.
have to be.
No, because within there, I'm trying to explain something to you. Within the way that they think, if you, bro, let's say for instance, it's like, yeah, you know what, like, everybody just don't step on that line. Everyone here, just don't step on this line here, okay?
Yeah.
You die. Step on the line.
Don't lie.
And she'll fuck around and step on the line, but you didn't say that I can't step on the line. Yeah, he said everyone, but he didn't say it directly to me.
Okay.
But he said everybody, we're
you're
just
not part of
saying, though,
everyone?
we're not trying to come at. So you guys are trying to tell me that he didn't disrespect me?
He
No one
talking
didn't
about being
say he
triggered.
disrespected you or not. We just saying, he said don't step on the line. So I'm wrong? We're just saying,
Yeah.
he said, don't step on the line.
Yeah.
But you stepped on the line.
I heard it's our delivery.
Delivery don't. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. A lot of women will go. It's the delivery, and it's
no,
like
off of this right here. No, right here.
Yeah.
Like right here. Dude stepped on the line. Dude said, "Man, you're gonna have to back off." Look what you just said. Why'd you have to say it to me like that?
it's the delivery. Yeah.
Okay, no. But he said it regular. No. The nigga didn't say it no way. He said, "Man, could you step back?"
Say that basic.
What I mean is this: if you feel emotional about it, bro, no one can tell you he didn't disrespect you.
Okay, no, but I'll be honest with you. To be frank, to be fair, I think it has to do with just being emotional. Like, I feel like I've seen men have theatrical ways about them. That's extremely emotional, and I think because I guess naturally women are seen as
somebody
more
stepping
emotional.
on a sneaker.
Like, it'd be something.
No. That right there is where a man can become so emotional
As if it's
that now because it's respect now.
No.
I know it.
No, but that's how the women kind of see
No,
their
it
man
leaves your
too.
tone. Your tone is gone. Dude, why'd you step on my sneakers?
Yeah.
My man. It's more like it is emotional. You can, no one can deny it. No, I don't care who you. The man gets emotional to some extent.
He's not rational anymore.
Before he becomes like this nigga disrespecting me. First, it's the mixture of emotions. Step on sneaker. That's the mixture of emotions. Yo, am I right after the nigga realizes that it happened? It's like, yo, he did. It's no longer emotional now. Now it's respect. Yo, my nigga, you stepped on my sneaker. What I'm saying is, with a woman, it continues as emotion. It doesn't stop.
It
being
is
emotion.
purely
It never
emotion,
ends. Then the thing is, it goes from one to the next. If
It
it's
goes from
connected,
extreme to extreme.
if it connects, because it's a feeling. It's not.
No, I think, but it's
Once they hear a
feeling.
valid point coming through, they're like, all right, I'm gonna bring up some shit.
No, but sometimes they're not wrong because it's a feeling,
Yeah.
not as much as the point. It's a feeling connecting it. So it's like this shit ain't got nothing to do with your glasses compared to your car, but those two things made
She
her
felt
feel
the same way.
feeling,
Yeah.
which connected it.
That's-
What I'm saying is,
No, it's crazy, but it's true.
He's speaking facts.
It don't even matter that it's two different things. It's
nah,
we
but
felt
what I'm
same.
getting at is, I don't feel like a
Toxic.
female is wrong by doing that. Where I feel like they continue to be wrong is when the male expresses, I understand that you're not confusing things. I see why you're jumping there.
Yeah.
Why are you still emotional though?
Yeah.
Do you get me? It's like,
Why you getting
I
louder?
can understand why you. I get it. I'm here. I get it. I fucked up. I'm wrong. But why are you still emotional? You're still high. You're right.
Because you're being too
Yo, the
nonchalant.
moment I heard him say you too high, I said, I know she got louder.
No.
But that's your nonchalant. That's your nonchalant
I guess
behavior.
Anger, I mean, like you
No,
know
I
how
know,
you,
but I'm saying whatever it was,
probably
got to another
The female
level.
most likely, yes.
If she's
'Cause
still
like we said
emotional.
earlier, the female's emotional, so she's looking
Yeah.
at the little points that don't matter
Yeah.
to you, but
Well, to her, well, to you.
To her, it's
Yeah,
the
he
biggest
said
thing
that.
in the world.
No, of course, and then not like I guess.
I guess that's where it's like.
But
because
can
it's
we
like,
just-
you're not
can-
wrong
We
for
need
the
to wrap up,
emotion.
though, guys.
You're never wrong for the emotion. What I'm saying
I'll
is,
just say this, ladies.
once it's clear, let the emotion go. Because I'm with you. You're right.
Yeah.
You could be right. You're right. You're
But they
right.
take that as you're being too nonchalant and you're being so they take it as if you don't care. I'm like, all right, you're not at my level.
That is
I'm not
also
gonna
true.
lie.
Take-
I'm
You're not at my level.
Yeah,
Why
it's
you
like
so
you can't
calm
win,
about
though.
it?
No, I
can't
ain't gonna
win.
lie to you. Okay, they're not wrong. The reason why I would say is because
Yeah.
where I feel like when I click and I go to 100 is when I reassure after 4 times.
Yeah.
If I reassure after the 4th time, no. I'm telling you right now, I go into your worst enemy and I'm telling you that I'm going to turn into your worst enemy before I do it. So I'm like, yo, no, we're good. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All I'm saying is the emotion. The emotion after I said, you know what, damn, you right.
Yeah.
You still were kind of angry. It's okay that you're angry because maybe you didn't understand that I was admitting that you were right. I'm gonna say it again. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong.
This is
I'm
a
not
fact.
arguing.
This is
I'm not
funny.
arguing with you.
Prep.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not arguing.
Yeah, I understand.
Practice, bro.
I
It's
understand.
practice.
No, yeah.
Practice. So it's like,
Experience,
you're
practice.
not wrong.
Yeah.
Again, you're not wrong. Your emotion.
Yeah.
You got it because I specify that your emotion, your emotion that you're feeling, isn't wrong. I'm not nothing wrong with the emotion.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you're right. Once we solidify you're right, and what you were expressing the emotion is correct. Why hold on to that emotion? Let's address it. I'm wrong. Hey, listen, I apologize for that. Now, can we move on? At which, not forget, but not you feel me?
Yeah.
Precise.
No, let's be clear. Let's be clear. You
But-
practice this shit to the
That's what you've
T.
been through
My
more
man said
than
just
once.
I forget shit.
Just so we can enjoy the rest of the day, and I can help you understand. I didn't mean any malice, and I can make you feel better. Right now, right after that, if you just repeated what you said that entire time, I go, okay, now I'm not being nice. I get
tried.
4 times.
Tried it.
Reassured you, we are not being.
Try to wake
Yes.
you
Right
up.
now it's beef. Okay,
Yeah.
from this point on, fuck you.
And at that point, it's like, oh my God, you're so aggressive, you're mean, and look how you talk to me. And I'm like, yo, I was Bruce Banner the whole night. You waited for me to rip through my. Gentlemen, listen. The strategy he just provided is very accurate, but I want to say this.
Please use it. It might help somebody.
Look. Results may vary.
Say that loud, bro.
You know when they talk about that new medication, results may vary.
Consult with your doctor if your woman is a little bit more crazy or a mental patient on a medication.
But on that note, we want to end it on a good note and a good laugh. So, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. Please subscribe, share, leave comments, good or bad. You know,
all the good stuff.
All right.
Hit y'all bell. All right?
Okay, that's
hit y'all bell if y'all don't like.
Okay,
share,
MVP
and
sounded
subscribe.
dirty. It sounded
With the
dirty.
40 count, and I'm gonna have the Viking helmet on.
And look, the homie right there with him. Look, Yo, hold it down,
All
y'all.
right, have a good weekend.
Peace. Not for real, share though.
Yo, you like share.
And support. And like.
Real
Yo,
support.
share.